Hi guys, Nagaraj here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new for this channel, please do subscribe. Hey guys, today video we'll see some of the differences between the string and string buffer. So I have already created video regarding the complete details on the string and string buffer individually. So if you didn't watch that, please go and watch that video so that it will be more clear for you while learning the string and string buffer differences. Okay, let's start with video. So before getting to the actual differences between the string and string buffer, so first we'll see some of the similarities between the string and string buffer. Later we'll go for the differences. Okay, first we'll see the similarities. String and string buffer will comes under the same package, that is java.lang package. These two are available in the same package. Next is the similarities, like both string and string buffer are introduced in the Java 1.0. Okay, so at the time of Java introduced, so the 1.0, the same time these string and string buffer got introduced. The next similarity will be synchronization. The both string and string buffer are thread safe because both are synchronized in nature. Synchronized in the sense, these string and string buffer object not allowing multiple threads simultaneously. That's why it is called as thread safe. So once one thread operation is completed, then only it is allowing next thread to operate on it. So that's why both string and string buffer are thread safe. That's why it is called as synchronized. Next similarity is like performance. If you come to the performance of the string buffer, it's almost same because of this synchronization nature. Since both are thread safe, it is not allowing multiple thread to operate on it simultaneously. So the performance will be almost both string and string buffer are similar. Both string and string buffer packages are same, and also the introduced in Java 1.0. Then also we saw both are synchronized in nature. Lastly, we saw the performance. Now we'll move on to the differences. The first is mutability. String is immutable and the string buffer is mutable in nature. That is because the mutable in the sense we can't modify the object of the string, but in case of the string buffer we can modify the object. So, okay, I have created one object here. So let me append some value. Okay, so I have created the string buffer object SB. I have given something like ProTechBeach. Let me append some value. Let me append something. The text is called Java something like that. Okay. See, now this object got modified now here after appending this Java updated. So let me print out the initial statement as well, SB as well, so that it will be easy for you to catch up the point, the final output after the append. So if I run this program, we will get the output something like the given string is ProTechBeach. So after append, I got the output like ProTechBeach. So what it means, the object got modified here. So that's why we are saying that string buffer is a mutable in nature. But if you consider the string, let me say take the same example so that you will be more clear on the differences between the mutable and immutable. As we mentioned, like string is a immutable in nature. Let me take the string, the same object, but I will take some different and append won't work. So let me use for concatenate dot concat. I have used this concat operations. So if I run this program, right, earlier we saw that there is only one object got modified, but in case of, even though I have concatenated Java here, but it is not appearing, but that means the object is not modifying. So that's why the string is called as immutable in nature. If you really want to concat this data, so then you need to assign this variable to some other or the same. So now if I run this program, maybe you will get the updated version, like the concatenated will get. That's why we are saying that in Java, string is immutable in nature, but in case of string buffer, it is a mutable. Next, we'll see the next differences regarding the storage. Regarding storage, I have already covered a separate video for you, like while explaining the basics on the string. So I have explained how the object of the string will get stored in the, whether in the heap area or whether in the stack area. So if you go and watch, you will get a clear idea about what exactly storage. So I don't want to repeat the same thing here. So simply one point I can say here, like the storage, in terms of storage, the string object will store either a string constant pool area, but in case of and also in the heap area. Both way it will go and store. But in case of string buffer, it will always store the data in the heap memory only. Okay, these are the main differences. We'll go to the next differences now. So implements. The string is the class which implements some of the interfaces like serialables, comparable and char sequences. But in case of string buffer, it implements the serialable, char sequence interfaces. For example, see how they have defined something like that. They have created some string buffer class. It extends the object class of the Java and also it implements these two interfaces. Similarly here also. So string is the class which extends the object and implements. It is something like I can say the same thing here. It is something like this. So it will be the string class will there. It is available. The string class is available. Let me delete this. There's a string class. Similarly comparable and one more going to add here regarding the serialable, comparable and the char sequence. These are the interfaces or these implements means string implement these interfaces. Okay. So last differences will be the object creations. So in the string there are two ways we can create object. One for string literals by directly passing with the double quote, it's literal, and another way we can use by the new keyword. With the new keyword also we can able to create the string object. But in case of string buffer, we can have only one option to create the object with the new keyword. This is the differences. But see, if you consider here, as we can relate it to the storage as well here. Once we create the object using string object using the literals like with the double quote, this object will stored in the string constant pool. But if you create a string object using the new keyword, this object will go into create in the string in the heap area. But in case of string buffer, it always create the object in the heap area. That's what we can relate to the storage area to the here. Okay. So these are the main differences between the string and string buffer. What are the differences we saw now? So one is mutability. In terms of mutability, string is immutable and the string buffer is mutable in nature. But if you consider storage, the string object will stored in both two places like string constant pool and the heap area. But in case of the string buffer, always it will be stored in the heap area only. Then regarding the implementations, so string implements serialable, comparable and character sequence interfaces, but in string buffer it implements serialable and character sequence. Regarding the object creations, there are two ways we can create object. One is string literals with the double quote and with the new keyword. But in case of string buffer, we can create only using the new keyword. So these are the differences between the string and string buffer. And if you have any doubt regarding the string and string buffer, please put it in comment section and let me revert back. And if you like this video, please hit like button. And if you didn't subscribe yet, please do subscribe this channel for further videos. Thank you.